Welcome to Sailing Truckers. My name is Sahid, and if this is your first time here, remember to subscribe and click on the bell so you don't miss any episode. Today, we're going to be talking about truckers dealing with depression. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about truckers dealing with depression, or how do truckers deal with depression. Apparently, there is 13% of truckers in the industry that, have depression. And I mean, if you think about it, it's really easy to understand why. Because we spend most of our time by ourselves. I mean, humans are animals that needs to be in society. We need to be in groups. So to spend 2 weeks at a time alone by yourself, it's just unnatural. So it's easy to understand why people get into depression. And I'm not talking about just your average get sad one day or stuff like that. No. I mean, that's just, everybody gets sad. No, I'm talking about clinical depression. Clinical depression is when you have a re-emerging thought of sadness that continues constantly. That's what clinical depression looks like. Okay? You wake up depressed, wake up sad, and you go to bed sad, and it's like that. Now, back in the Northwest, there is something that, most people in Canada understand this. It's called seasonal depression. Okay? It means in winter, when it gets dark and sunsets happens at 4 in the afternoon, and then sunrises happens at 8, 9 in the morning. So your hours of sun, hours of light are very, very short. And what happens is that when people don't have the sun, it's really depressing. And I'll tell you the truth, when I first got to Canada in 1999, I had a hard time dealing with it. Today I'm used to it. It's part of the normal thing. And you learn how to deal with that. Especially from me, being from Cuba, a place where, compared to Canada, Cuba is sunny all year round. But not only that, Cuban people are very social. We talk all the time, and it's hard to be alone at any single time. I'm in Canada, and sometimes you don't even know your own neighbors. In my neighborhood, the people know me for blocks and blocks. And this is not just me, I'm not special, it's everybody. That's the way it is. So, sometimes I go to Cuba after years without being in Cuba, and I see an old lady, and they say, "Who are you?" And I am like, "Yeah, my mom is the blonde chick that lives, in 2nd Street." "Oh yeah, I know who you are." Old ladies I don't even remember, because it's like that. In Canada, it's not like that. In the United States, it's not like that. So it's kind of like that. Now, like I said, you can see why people get depressed, because you spend a lot of time by yourself, sometimes in winter, sometimes in bad conditions, and it's a stressful job. It's a very stressful job. But ways to combat depression. Get a dog. I mean, it sounds cruel, but it actually helps a lot, you know. It keeps you up. I mean, number one, the company. Number two, the love that the animal gives you. And number three, it forces you to change your behavior. Okay? I don't know if you remember, a little while ago I was doing an episode about the rules of a truck stop. Okay, and by the way, if you haven't seen that video, you can click on that link and see it. But I was mentioning in that video that it's been a few occasions that I've gotten into an argument with somebody, and I've been like this close to get into a physical fight with all the truckers, because of whatever things that happen on the truck stop. Okay, things that behave. But that's not the point. The point is that the one thing that stopped me from doing that, the dog. Because what happens if I get into a fight and the cops arrive? Oh, number one, they're gonna arrest me and take me to jail. What happens to the truck? Maybe it gets impounded. But what about the dog? What happens to a dog? It's a German Shepherd. So the cop might not be able to handle her, and they might decide to shoot her. Or I don't know. So that's what happens. That's the thing that stops me from doing that. And it forces you to get up every day, like whether I want it or not. Sometimes I go like, oh God, I want to sleep until 12. I don't want to get out of bed, which is a symptom of depression. But hey, she needs to go to the bathroom. I need to put water on her bowl. So I have to do it. I have to get out of bed. 9 in the morning, the latest. I have to get out of bed, and I have to take her out, and so she can pee and poop, and I have to give her the water, and that thing gets me started. It's a habit, it's a thing, and you need to do that. That's one way to do it. Number two, people might don't know this, but using UV lamps helps a lot. You see, when it's summer and it's sunny, we get a lot of vitamin D from the sun, which helps you with depression. I mean, it's what gets you going. It gives you energy. It gives you, motivation. It keeps you happy. But when this, even in Winnipeg in winter, it's snowy, but it's sunny. But BC, Seattle, no. So what happens? It gets dark, it gets rainy, and it gets really depressing, for real. So when you put, say, a UV lamp in the back, you want to put it in the back so it hits you, but it doesn't take your eyes, because number one, it might blind you. Number two, you might start getting, like sunset, like skin burn, right? And other thing too, you don't have to buy the most powerful one. You need to buy a little one, like they use for plants. Okay? But that will give you enough vitamin D that it will help you out. Most definitely, 100% sure. That's another way to deal with that. I mean, it's just one tool. Okay. Number three, you need to take your mind out of stuff. I mean, one of the things that I do for entertainment, when I'm driving, is that when I get to a love or I have Wi-Fi, if I download podcast, like for example, TED Talk from NPR. I download TED Talk from NPR and I download, 12 episodes. They're all each 1 hour long. And I put it on the phone and that's what I hear, TED Talk, I mean, TED Talk in my case because it's interesting. But hey, you might want to put wait, don't tell me. That's funny. And that will get you up. That will definitely get you up. It will light your mood, right? With that. So that's another way to do it. Keeps you entertained, keep your thought out, and chica. Yeah. Keep you entertained, keep your positive thoughts, and we'll get you out of it. Okay? The other thing is, you need to have your goals. Like, one of the things that get me going is that I have my goals, I have my plans, and this is what I'm gonna do, and this is a sacrifice that I'm doing right now, but it's not gonna be forever. Because a sense of hopelessness is the one thing that gets you. I'm trapped here, there's no other way out of it, I have to do this because I have to do it, and that's it. You start feeling like a slave, like you're trapped, and that is when depression comes. But if you think that there is a way out, that this is just a temporary sacrifice you're doing for certain time, for X or Y reason, then it's just more bearable. More bearable. And then plan to do fun things. Start looking at the bright sides of things. I mean, the one good thing that we got going for us in trucking is the scenery. It's just beautiful. We get to see places that nobody else gets to see. I mean, sometimes I'm going through the Rockies and I stop and I go like, wow, this is just beautiful. Or I'm going to Arizona and you see those mountains. Or Utah, red rocks. We get to see things that nobody else gets to see. And that is, enjoy the little things in life. That's the key, You need to enjoy the little things in life. The things that most people would look at it and say, oh my God, I'm here in the middle of nowhere, there's nothing, it's just these mountains. And that's the negative thing to see. But if you look at it from the good point of view, you say, hey, look at these mountains. I can almost see herds of buffalo going through this valley. How the ancestors used to live in these places. Positive. And that's another way to deal with that. And pretty much that's all the advice that I can tell you. Stay positive. Think about the good things. Get a dog, get a pet, and maybe you might want to start driving a team. Somebody to fight with. Yeah. Sometimes it's better to fight with somebody that's be absolutely bored. That might be an answer. Get with somebody as a team, somebody you can talk to, somebody, even if you talk to that person 5-10 minutes, it's better than nothing. It's better than not talking to anybody at all. You need to socialize. Me personally, I call my dad every day. I call my mom often enough, like almost every week or every 2 weeks I call my mom, or she calls me. And I email with my daughter. And I have a friend that I call and we spend hours talking. Another trucker friend of mine. So, and that's a way. That's a way to deal with that. To get your mind out of this truck. Get a sense of normality. I sometimes call my cousin too in Miami, or my other friend Rafael in Miami. Just to socialize, just to talk to somebody, because it can get really lonely here. So that's about that. In any case, food for thought, guys. Food for thought. Now, if you like these episodes and you want to see more about sailing truckers and trucking advice, click on that link so you don't miss any other episodes. Remember to like us on Facebook and Twitter. Bye now.